And when UConn named Mark Overmyer Velasquez as the head of the downtown campus, I was just so thrilled because I know Mark from his involvement in community. I know him from being here at Real Artways. He thinks about the world, but he really is tuned in to what's going on around us. Those of you who are in West Hartford know him not only as a professor, but also as a school committee member in West Hartford for a long time. So Mark has already made an impact, and I heard the people from the library cheering, and you know, the whole idea that UConn's coming in, what are those relationships going to be like? They're just going to be better and better and better. So we are so thrilled to introduce you, for those of you who don't know, to our next honoree, Mark Overmyer Velasquez.
Good evening, muy buenas noches. So Colin, I also got the memo about the poetry slam, so I don't know where you were. No, seriously, so I'm an academic, so I got to take it down a couple notches. I'm going to make this a somber speech. But first, thanks to Will and the board and this amazing staff and this amazing place. Yes, when my family and I moved here 14 years ago to the region, I think this is one of our second or third visits was to Real Artways, and we've been coming back here ever since. We've had graduation parties here and moments of great celebration. I should say also I am, along with Colin and my other awardees, really honored to be here and humbled to be here with them. I've only recently arrived on the scene at UConn Hartford, but it feels like with the community around me in the library and my Bank of America colleagues and everyone else here, it feels like it's been a really wonderful ride thus far. So I want to share two quick stories with you, both of which had happened last week, and they happened on the same day. They're about freedom, and trust me, I'll bring it back to Real Artways. So last week we hosted an academic conference on the historical and contemporary experiences of authoritarianism and fascism. Authoritarianism and fascism. I know you're thinking, damn, those guys at UConn Hartford really know how to party. Right? Authoritarianism and fascism. Right? So the conference was on movements of cultures of undemocracy. Right? Today, of course, unfortunately, we're all too familiar with some of those characteristics, including autocratic leaders, toxic masculinity, racist, white supremacist initiatives, anti-immigrant politics, fantasies of a greater mythic past, denials of science and facts, and of course isolation and extreme nationalism. And all of these ingredients conspire to making our world more fragile and undemocratic. So I was on kind of spiritual and cognitive overload, so I left the conference and I walked down to our main atrium of our main campus building on 10 Prospect. And I wandered there and I ran into Rinsha Asif, the student president of our UConn Human Rights Club, who was working alongside Real Artways' very own Neil Daigle-Oriens, who is now our artist in residence at UConn Hartford. And they were collaboratively making a peace mural that brought a peace mural that brought together students from different races, ethnicities, religions, sexual orientations, abilities to create beauty and community. And the moment felt like an antidote, right? It felt like a hopeful solution in some ways to the heavy concerns of the conference. Instead of a focus on hate and power, These students, most of whom are first generation students of color from Hartford and from the surrounding neighboring towns, they were focusing on collaboration, solidarity, creativity, and sustainable and democratic futures. All of those ingredients conspire to making our world more democratic and free. And that's, I think, the focus of Real Artways. And that's, I think, why we all are here celebrating tonight, because it's people and places like Real Artways that bring us all together for this. So thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Have a good night.